Imagine you invite me over to your house and you start giving me a tour. And as you're giving me a tour, we come across a wall that has a bunch of pictures of your family. And while we're there, you take down one of the pictures and you show me and you start explaining to me who's in the picture. You say, this is my dad, or this is my mom, and this is my siblings. These are my siblings, my brother, or my mother, my sister, or my grandmother, or my grandfather. Imagine I take down that picture, I throw it down on the ground, break the glass, take out the picture that's inside of the frame, I rip it up, and I throw it away in the trash. I'd assume you, like most people, would be very upset with me, very angry with me. The question is, why would you be upset? This is only a picture. It's not your actual family. It's not your actual father or your actual mother or your actual brother or sister. You'd be upset with me, though, because this picture points to something greater than that. It points to someone that you care about. It points to someone that you love, someone that you might look up to, or even someone that is a role model to you. And in the same way, the church uses statues and pictures and images to portray and recall the person or event that it signifies. It's not that actual person. If we've heard, and I'm sure a lot of times people have said, well, why do Catholics worship statues? Why do Catholics have images in their churches or in their homes and they look at them? Why do they have them? God says not to make graven images and worship them. Well, if we look at Exodus, we go to Exodus, God tells the people, the Israelites, to make the Ark of the Covenant and put at both ends cherubim, two gold angel images, statues. If we fast forward a little bit, we go to Numbers, God tells Moses to make a serpent staff, and to make a staff, and at the head of it will be a serpent. And that serpent, anybody who was bitten by a serpent and looks at it will be healed. See, God doesn't forbid the making of images or the making of statues. He forbids the worship of them. And so in the same way, let's say a stop sign were to point to you stopping, even though there isn't someone actually there telling you to stop, you can't keep going. But it points to something greater. Maybe there's another street, a cross section that's coming through, so you have to be careful. You need to stop, so maybe to let another car come by. But the stop sign itself isn't making you do that. It's the authority behind it. It's the city or the county that is behind it that has put it there, that has deemed this intersection a necessary thing where you need to stop when you come to that intersection. In the same way, the church, when they have a picture or a painting or a statue of a saint, it is not that actual saint. We're not worshiping that statue, but it is a reminder that every time we see this statue, we remember. Let's say the nativity scene. There's statues of the Magi and the Virgin Mary and Jesus and Saint Joseph who are there. When we see a nativity scene, we know that that's not the actual nativity. That's not actually right then and there that Jesus is being born and that these three statues of these three kings are coming to visit Jesus, but it points us to something greater. It reminds us of the time when God came down into the world, sent his son to save us through his love and mercy. It points to something so much greater than itself. So the church or Catholics, we don't worship these statues or these images, but we use them to constantly remind us of something that is greater than them, something that maybe we know that Jesus came into the world, we know that Jesus was crucified, but we have a cross to keep a constant reminder of that, to keep always in our minds that when I see a cross, I remember how God gave his life up on the cross so that I can be saved, so that I can be freed from original sin, so that through his mercy, I might have a chance to the kingdom of heaven. I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless you all and hope to see you soon.